the resiliency, the don't blink mentality, no matter the situation from this Texas A&M team so far this season has been nothing short of impressive. That's culture. That's culture change. And so far up to this season, it has paid off and it continues to pay off. A&M gets another gutsy win, 45-42 against the Arkansas Razorbacks. For those of us who have followed this game over the years, you know that is the most A&M Arkansas score that there is, and offense offense was the name of the game tonight. A&M defensively not very good. But man, it's hard to complain when you're sitting at 7-0 for the first time since 1994. And yeah, we're gonna wrap this up with my thoughts and immediate reaction as this game just ended about 10 minutes ago. Howdy, howdy, fans of the 12th man. Welcome into the Above the Yell podcast. I am your host, Weston Pope. Guys, I gotta say, once again, it would be wrong for me to not express my gratitude and my thanks to you, to the people who have watched and supported this channel. We had a record high views and engagement in the last episode, the preview episode of this game. So thank you guys so much for your support of the channel. I plan to keep on doing this. This is something I love. This is something that I'm passionate about. And it's been a lot of fun to cover this A&M team this year. So for me, all the glory goes to God, man. Being able to just have the confidence to do this and just to be here, and just extremely thankful for so much, and thankful for you guys and your support of the channel. So without further ado, let's get right into it. A lot of thoughts in this game. Texas A&M defensively not very sound at all tonight. They picked a bad time to be bad on defense. Taylon Green for the Arkansas Razorbacks, he was really, really, really good tonight. I said it in the preview episode that he is just a too talented of a quarterback to not make big plays, and he was able to do that tonight with his arm at times, but mostly with his legs. It felt like it was near impossible to get to him. He just was able to scramble, and it felt like every stride, his big 6'6" frame, every stride he took, it felt like he was getting about 4 or 5 yards. So yeah, very, very talented quarterback there. It would be hard to think that he would not be the starting quarterback for many, many other programs across the country. So very talented guy there. But man, let's talk about this A&M offense. We've seen this A&M team as a whole. We've seen them win in a variety of ways this season. Obviously, the shootout on the road in week 3 against Notre Dame, 41-40, A&M came out on top. And then we see them at home for 3 games in a row. And the defense is kind of the talking point, the name of the game. And A&M defensively, they rattled off 3 straight weeks of elite performances. And then we get to this game, and here we are into another shootout on the road. And this A&M offense was able to respond. Marcel Reed, I think, played his best football game tonight. I know, he was great in the Notre Dame game. I think offensively, A&M in that entire game was great, but Marcel Reed specifically stuck out tonight. I thought he looked really, really good throwing the football, the best that he's been all season. He looked confident in his throws, and his stat line for the night, 23 of 32, 3 touchdowns, and he also had a rushing touchdown, so he accounted for 4 of the scores. So just a big night for him, a night that needed to be had from him. I talked about it on the last episode that, Marcel, he at times we've seen him be really, really good with the football. We've seen him get hot, and then he would go through cold spells. But tonight, I thought he was very consistent, didn't really get into a slump. The offense answered tonight. And yeah, just the way that this A&M team is able to continue to win with their just resiliency, just backs kind of up against the wall in some moments, and they just continue to respond. Just to recap the game real quickly off of memory, Arkansas, they put a pretty nice drive together there in their first drive of the game that ends in 3 points. I thought it could have certainly could have ended in a touchdown, but A&M defensively was able to clamp down a little bit in the red zone, force them to kick a field goal. Then A&M comes out hot on offense, goes 10 plays, 75 yards for a touchdown, goes up 7-3. And then A&M defensively forces Arkansas to punt. A&M gets the ball back, goes up 14-3. At one point, A&M is sitting at 21-6 inside of 5 minutes of the second quarter. Kind of felt like that's where they were going to take momentum, take over, take control. However, Arkansas, they're hanging around, they hang in there. Arkansas gets a touchdown inside of 2 minutes before half, makes it 21-13. A&M gets the ball back with about inside of basically 140, and then a quick 3 plays from A&M, and they're forced to punt. And then Arkansas gets the ball with 51 seconds, and before you know it, A&M is staring down the barrel of a 1-point game. It's 21-20 going into halftime. And then their response coming right out of halftime is a beautiful 3-play, 75-yard drive to go up 28-20. Then A&M defense responds, forces Arkansas to punt, and then A&M goes back down the field, 9 plays, 73 yards, gets a field goal. Would have been nice for that one to end in a touchdown just with the momentum that they had, but they get a field goal, go up 31-20, and then Arkansas scores. It's 31-27. A&M goes up again, 38-27, and pretty much the rest is history. But the reason I mention this is because Arkansas just kept hanging around. A&M couldn't really find a way to stop Taylon Green defensively, and A&M they kept answering offensively. So just it's an impressive thing to see this A&M team win in the ways that they have this year. And it's really encouraging because, as I've said before, when you get into the later part of the year, when it's kind of the dog days, these sort of games, these ups and downs, they're really going to pay off for this A&M team. And I think they're just a really, really mature squad. Arkansas, they're a lot better of a team than what their record reflects. I believe that was their third game that they lost by 4 points or less. They lost the heartbreaker to Ole Miss and Memphis. They just lost to Tennessee last Saturday, I believe, by 3 points. So Arkansas has been able to hang in there with some of the top teams in the country, top teams in the SEC. So they've got a really good offense. So yeah, good gutsy win tonight for the program. 7-0 for the first time since 1994. The culture shift, as I mentioned earlier in this episode, it's just you can see the culture shift, and I think that's what I am most impressed and most pleased with is, you hear all these guys, you hear all these people, mostly media, talking about how coaches come in and they change a culture. And Mike Elko seems like his message this year is to finish what they start, finish the games that they're in, and finish the games they play. 7-0. He said it last week after they beat Florida. 6-0, first time being 6-0 since 2016. But ultimately, it means nothing if you don't finish. And obviously, expectations are riding very high for A&M right now, as they are 7-0 and 4-0 in the SEC. But still a lot of football left. Still a lot of growth from this team, a lot of improvement. We have yet to see the defense go on the road and play really good elite football. So they're going to get tested again next Saturday, as they travel to Death Valley and Baton Rouge, Louisiana, to face the LSU Tigers. But yeah, that's what I got for tonight. That is my instant reaction. Really sound night. One other thing I forgot to mention before I go is Rueben Owens. We talked about it here on the preview episode that it was going to be a big game for him, and it was. He showed some of his pass catching abilities that I mentioned, came up really on a critical third down late in the game, and yeah, just to see this A&M team play such complementary football, when one side when one side isn't playing their best, the other side picks them up, and that's incredibly encouraging. And we still have not seen a complete football game from this A&M team on all in all phases. We haven't seen the defense and the offense firing on all cylinders at one time. So that's still in the future. That's still down the road. There's still a possibility for that, which is also encouraging. Just the fact that they're still finding ways to win these games in the way that they are. So, once again, if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you for your support of the channel. Once again, all glory to the Lord, for all this. Thank you guys for the support. Look for a preview episode as we look to have a massive showdown in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, next Saturday as the Aggies hit the road once again to face LSU. So I will have that out later this week. For now, I'm going to enjoy this win, enjoy being 7-0, and as always, gig 'em and God bless.